हाय गाइस, स्वागत है आपका एक और इंटरेस्टिंग सी वीडियो में। आज मैं आया हूँ इंद्रप्रस्थ ऑटोमोबाइल प्रशांत विहार में टू रिव्यू द ऑल न्यू 2022 Scorpio N. So if I talk about the key of this car, you get the same key that you get in Mahindra Thar or the XUV300. You get a lock and an unlock button over here, along with a button to open the boot of this car. You get a new Mahindra logo in the back as usual. Also, you get this flip key with this key, and I really love this flip key. जैसे खुलती है ना, like this key has its own touch, to be honest. So if I talk about the front of this car now, you get a all LED unit for the headlamp, and you get a full swipe indicator. You get a projector as a low beam, and there is a white LED light as a high beam. You get a C-shaped DRL. Man, Mahindra really knows कि L-shaped DRL नहीं होने चाहिए इनकी गाड़ियों में. They always do something different with their DRL game. You also get this mini projector as a fog lamp, but this has a good amount of throw, and I can really guarantee on this because Mahindra की light game भी बहुत strong है. So if I talk about the grille of this car now, you get a new Mahindra logo, and there is a camera beneath for the 360-degree view, and this grille may remind you of the old Mahindra Scorpio Classic, which was the OG king of the road. You also get a skid plate beneath here. So अगर आप गाड़ी को ऑफ रोड कर रहे हो, एंड इस गाड़ी में 4x4 भी है बाय द वे, जिसके बारे में बाद में बात करेंगे. सो व्हेन यू आर डूइंग ऑफ रोडिंग, आपके रेडिएटर को कोई भी परेशानी नहीं आएगी. सो इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द साइड प्रोफाइल ऑफ दिस कार नाउ, you get a 255/60 R18 tire. The width of this tire is just massive. You get disc brake on all the four wheels as usual, and Mahindra is the only car manufacturers that give you disc brake in all their cars. So if I talk about the alloy wheel of this car, you get a silver and a black treatment on the alloy wheel, but this is not so black. This is kind of graphite gray, to be honest. So ये भी थोड़ा हटके है इस बारी. So if I talk about the side view mirror of this car, first thing, side view mirror is really very massive. So you get this black side view mirror because car भी black है and body colored ही है. You get this again LED indicator over here integrated within the side view mirror, and आपको फेंडर में नहीं मिलता since you are paying like 28 lakh rupees for this car. और किसी ने कभी सोचा भी नहीं था कि Scorpio would cost you like 28 lakh rupees on the road. You get this chrome garnishing on the window, and it is running through the back of this car. If I talk about the door handle bar now, you get this chrome element, which I think is straight away inspired from the Tata Harrier or the Safari, because Tata की गाड़ियों में इतना सा chrome देते हैं, and this does look subtle to me. You also get a keyless entry for the passenger side. Also you get a footrest over here because you really need to climb to this car. आप इस गाड़ी में बैठते नहीं हो, आपको ऐसे climb ही करना पड़ता है. If I talk about the rear profile of this car now, first thing, the car looks pretty much wider and taller than Fortuner and Endeavour, and actually में ये कार उनसे चौड़ी और लंबी है, and this is a proud feeling for an Indian and also the Indian car manufacturers. So if I talk about the tail light of this car now, you get the LED parking light and LED full swipe indicator, which I really love. But the brake light and the reverse light that is located beneath, besides the reflector, is a halogen unit. You get 4 Explorer written over here, which means this car is actually a 4x4. You get a new Mahindra logo over here, and also there is a reverse camera, and इस गाड़ी में कैमरे हर जगह हैं for the 360-degree view. If you have to open the boot of this car now, you get a sensor over here, and you also get a garnishing on the on the boot handlebar, actually not the door handlebar. So first thing, this boot has a hydraulic strut because ये boot सच में बहुत ज़्यादा heavy है, and this boot opening is also inspired from the old Scorpio Classic N. So if you can see, यहाँ पे अभी कोई space नहीं है, but once this seat is down, you get a space of 460 liters, which is, to be honest, is not decent enough, but will get the job done. So once I close this boot now, you can see that you also get a defogger and a wiper, and also there is a mini spoiler along with the brake light, and also there is a shark fin antenna on the top. But if I talk about the space saver tire now, आपको कहीं दिख ही नहीं रहा ना. So here's the game. Space saver tire actually यहाँ नीचे है, because ये, to be honest, this is one of this thing that all the 4x4 Indian car manufacturers gives you. कि वो टायर ही नीचे डाल देते हैं, you know, give this car a bulky feeling, and आपको मेहनत करनी पड़ती है कि अगर टायर पंचर हो जाए तो झुक के ही खुद से करना पड़ेगा. So if I not talk about the rear seat comfort of this car, so when I open the door of this car, although the door again doesn't open up pretty much wide, but Mahindra really knows how to create these big doors with the combination of black and brown leather over here, and also some brown paint, which I really love. You get a सिल्वर ग्रैब हैंडल बार, अनलाइक द पियानो ब्लैक ग्रैब हैंडल बार जो आपको XUV 700 में मिलता था. यू ऑल्सो गेट अ सिल्वर डोर हैंडल बार विच प्रीटी मच लुक प्रीमियम टू मी. यू ऑल्सो गेट पियानो ब्लैक फिनिशिंग फॉर द पावर विंडो, विच आई रियली लव. बट अगर आपके घर में कोई छोटा बच्चा है, सो अगेन यहाँ पे स्क्रैच ईजिली आ सकते हैं. सो यू नीड टू गेट दिस थिंग लेमिनेटेड फर्स्ट. यू ऑल्सो गेट अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ brown leather along with white stitching for the armrest for the on the door panel, and you also can store your little bottle over here. But what I think is कि half liter से ऊपर bottle यहाँ पे नहीं आ पाएगी. You also get a speaker over here, which is again pretty much interesting because यार हर गाड़ी ये तो कर ही देती है. So if I talk about the rear seats now, you get two adjustable headrest and one fixed headrest. and यार वो headrest के नाम पे ना बहुत छोटी सी चीज़ है. so I doubt कि यार बीच वाला बंदा कैसे ही बैठ पाएगा, उसके सर में सर्वाइकल पेन ईजिली आ सकता है. so once I get settled inside this car now and close the door, first thing, whenever I close the door of any Mahindra car, यार पूरी गाड़ी हिल जाती है. पता है, टू बी ऑनेस्ट पूरी गाड़ी हिला देता है एक दरवाज़ा. सो दिस इज़ अ रियली प्राउड फीलिंग कि महिंद्रा कितनी स्ट्रॉन्ग गाड़ियाँ बनाता है हमारे लिए, एंड वी आर नेग्लेक्टिंग इट. सो इफ़ आई टॉक अबाउट द हेड रूम and the leg room of this car, so the seat is all the way back and my legs are not at all touching to the front seat. so if I talk about the head room, यार खली भी आराम से बैठ सकता है एंड हेडरूम बहुत सारा है. बट इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द अंडर थाई सपोर्ट ऑफ दिस कार नाउ, सो अगेन बीइंग अ 6 feet tall person, अंडर थाई सपोर्ट इज़ अ बिट लैगी फॉर मी. बट अगर कोई डिसेंट साइज़ का बंदा लेट्स से 5'6", 5'8" तक का बैठेगा, इट शुडंट बी अ प्रॉब्लम फॉर हिम और हर. सो यू गेट 2 air vents over here along with the silver finishing on the sides. You can also control the airflow using this dial. You also get a C-type charger जो सिर्फ महिंद्रा ही दे रही है यार, बहुत सारे कार मैन्युफैक्चरर्स अभी भी नहीं दे रहे हैं. You do get a scooped out seat along with a magazine holder over here. You can also put your hand up here. अगर कोई माइकल शूमाकर चला रहा है, so grab handler is necessary. You also get a hook over here. You get white LED light over here. Let me open the door for you. So yeah, you get white LED light over here, and white LED light is also located on the back, and there is a speaker too for the rear passengers. but again यार यहाँ पे बच्चे ही बैठ पाएंगे तो उनको थोड़ा बहुत तो मज़ा आ ही जाएगा. but it's great, उन्होंने रीडिंग लाइट यहाँ पे दे दी. all in all, I do not feel claustrophobic when I'm sitting in the rear seats of this car because the windows are really very big. so once this car came out and I saw a review around it, so my only concern was that I might feel claustrophobic because of the dark interior and this small sunroof. but again, I'm not at all feeling claustrophobic, but I am feeling pretty much proud, safe and also superior than others because इस गाड़ी में बहुत ज़्यादा प्रीमियम क्वालिटी यूज़ करी गई है एज़ फार एज लेदर सीट्स आर कंसर्न, बट थोड़ा बहुत प्लास्टिक फिनिशिंग अभी भी ढीली है। बट अगेन यार 28 लाख रुपीज़ में इतने कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ तो चलते ही हैं। Now coming to the most awaited part or the segment of this video, that is the driver's seat. So you get the keyless entry over here along with the key fob. So once I open this door now, the front door open pretty much wider than the rear door. That's what I feel. But आप लोग comment section में मेरे को ज़रूर बताइएगा. You get 4 power window over here, and the driver and the passenger side are the auto up and auto down, but rear वाली auto up auto down नहीं है. These are just the normal power windows. You can adjust your side view mirror using these buttons. You can lock and unlock the car using these buttons, and also this half panel is actually covered in piano black finishing, but the other half is finished in brown leather and white stitching, which I really love. You can store your bottle over here and also store your wallet or some kind of documents over here. You get a speaker down here and also the silver grab handlebar. The tweeter is located on the side of the side view mirror. So once I'm settled inside the car now, first thing you get this OG thud along with this grab handlebar to let you know कि आप किसी बड़ी गाड़ी में बैठे हो and आपको ये पकड़ के ही चलना पड़ेगा. You actually get a airbag over here and on the side of these seat, and totally ये गाड़ी एयरबैग से फुली लोडेड है. आपको बहुत सारे एयरबैग्स मिलते हैं. You get a start and stop button over here. So once I start this car now, you get a full swipe for this instrumental cluster, and this instrumental cluster is a mixture of digital and the retro one. So in order to handle this instrumental cluster, you need to press this button over here. So once I press this button, you get the alert history, driver info, fuel info, the digital speed. अगर आप चाहें कि मुझे digitally अपनी speed देखनी है, इसमें देखनी, तो you can handle this also. You can actually access the navigation that is running on the infotainment system in this screen, which is pretty much a nice feature. You can switch off your front parking sensors using these buttons. You can adjust your headlight using this. You also get a combination of brown leather and also the black plastic in the dashboard, and also the center console is also finished with a combination of piano black finishing, silver finishing, and also the leather or the dipped brown finishing. So you also get AC vents over here, which is covered in silver finishing, which I really like. You get a cruise control button over here. You get a Mahindra logo over here, and you get this dual horn, which I really love. So in order to handle your infotainment system, you get buttons over here. You can mute the song if you want. You can increase the volume, lower the volume. You can change the track. You can change the mode of this infotainment system. अगर आपको रेडियो सुनना है या एंड्रॉयड ऑटो में जाना है, ब्लूटूथ सुनना है, so this will come handy. You can pick a call, cut a call, and you also get a voice assist within the cut button itself. You just have to hold it and things will work. You get a mic over here too, and the steering wheel is also wrapped in black leather along with the black stitching over here. So if I talk about the infotainment system of this car now, the touch is pretty much feather touch and it is very responsive, but इसमें एंड्रॉयड ऑटो ही है, इसमें एप्पल कारप्ले बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. एंड यू गेट दीज बटन्स ऑल्सो. सो अगर आपको मान लो कि टच करने का यूज़ नहीं है, यू कैन प्रेस दिस बटन टू क्विकली गो थ्रू योर थिंग्स इफ़ यू वांट. यू ऑल्सो गेट अ ऑल ऑटोमेटिक क्लाइमेट कंट्रोल सिस्टम, विच आई रियली लव. बट यार अगेन इसमें होंडा वाला नहीं है, एंड एवरी टाइम मैं उसी गाड़ी की ही रेफरेंस दूंगा, बिकॉज दैट इज़ द OG classic, the legend, the myth for this segments of car or any segments of car. यार उससे इंस्पिरेशन सबको लेनी ही चाहिए. You get this fighter jet look alike buttons over here. You can access your 360-degree camera using this button. You get the You can see the front camera, you can see the rear camera too. Let me help you out. You can see the sides of the front camera, and I think that's it. आपको पीछे का बिल्कुल भी नहीं दिखता है. You can also switch off your traction control using this button. You get a hill descent button over here. You get the hazard button over here. You also get the auto start stop and SOS button over here. You get two USB charging sockets over here. You can switch on and off the पैसेंजर एयरबैग्स इफ़ यू फील लाइक, बट वो फंक्शनल यहाँ से होगा. इट इज़ जस्ट टू शो यू कि पैसेंजर एयरबैग ऑन है. यू गेट अ वायरलेस चार्जिंग मैट ओवर हेयर विच आई रियली love. So if I talk about the gear knob now, the gear knob feels pretty much premium to me, and you can set the 4 high, 4 low and all the modes of this car if you feel like using these buttons. You just have to press OK, I think, but I don't know how to use this. You can also store this perfume or maybe 1 cup over here. You also get the armrest, and once I open this one, the armrest is not so deep to be honest. यार इतना बड़ा पैनल दिए, थोड़ा बहुत तो स्टोर करना चाहिए था. So if I talk about the dashboard now, you get a Sony subwoofer over here, and you also get a small speaker or a tweeter over here. And यहाँ पे आपको सिर्फ टिकट होल्डर ही मिलता है. You do not get the मिरर, बट आपको यहाँ पे एक मिरर और एक लाइट ज़रूर मिलती है. यू कैन एक्सेस योर सनरूफ यूजिंग दिस बटन. यू कैन एक्चुअली स्विच ऑन द लाइट. जैसे गाड़ी के दरवाजे खुले हैं, अगर आपको ऑन चाहिए ऑफ चाहिए, यू कैन यूज़ दिस बटन. यू ऑल्सो गेट अ सनग्लास होल्डर ओवर here, but there is no auto dimming inside rear view mirror. It is all manual. And also if I talk about the dashboard now, you get a Scorpio N logo written over here, and this part of dashboard has this leather along with white stitching to give this car a very premium look. So once I open the dashboard of this car now, the dashboard is very small to be honest. ये उतना deep नहीं है, but it will just get the job done. And to be honest, यार मुझे यहाँ पे बैठ के ना इस गाड़ी का हुड दिख रहा है, and that's the thing I really love about Mahindra Scorpio or the Scorpio N Classic. If I talk about the engine or the heart of this car now, this engine is a 4-cylinder 2200cc or 2198 cc to be precise, that produces a power of 172 bhp and crazy 400 Nm of torque, which you get in many high performance car. So अगर आप गाड़ी से ऑफ रोडिंग करना चाह रहे हैं, it won't be a hassle for you. This car gets a fuel capacity of 57 liters, but since this is an automatic one, ये अपनी माइलेज के लिए बिल्कुल भी फेमस नहीं है. And this is a fuel drinker or the tank drinker to be honest. If I talk about the safety feature of this car now, so once I open the hood of this car, the indicator turned on, which is pretty much amazing. अगर आपको गाड़ी चला रहे हैं and गाड़ी आपकी ब्रेक डाउन हो जाती है, so पीछे वाले को और आपको पता चल जाएगा. And this car also got the global NCAP rating of 5 star, which is again a proud feeling for an Indian or Indian car manufacturers. And trust me, Mahindra की आप कोई भी गाड़ी ले लो, every car has the 5 star rating or at least the 4 star rating. So now coming to the final verdicts of this car now, whether I would like to go for this particular car. Yes, for the comfort, for the luxuriousness, and also for the off-roading capability. But if I need the high big wheel, I would rather go for XUV 700 AX7L or maybe the Innova Krista. That is indeed coming soon enough. अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आई हो, आप प्लीज़ मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिएगा. अगर कोई भी कमेंट या फीडबैक आप देना चाहते हो, कमेंट बॉक्स में ज़रूर डालिएगा. मैं फिर से आऊँगा एक और इंटरेस्टिंग सी वीडियो लेके. टिल देन, पीस.